everyone, this is question 29 and it's asking which stones are required to complete this 6x6 pattern. Now this 6x6 pattern is what's known as a Dutch pattern, and it uses three sorts of paving stones as we see at the top: the big square, the rectangle and the small square, and it's done in a symmetrical arrangement, and that's very key to answering this question. And so we get the partly completed 6x6 pattern, and we need to identify which one of these lists contains the squares or rectangles required to complete the symmetrical pattern. And so what we'll start by doing is identifying where the 6x6 is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes that the sixth side. So we can draw that line over there and know that any of these paving stones that we use have to fill into these gaps here. And so because it's symmetrical, we can see immediately that this square has to be reflected over here to keep the pattern. And as you can see, it's a rotational pattern in that that goes to there, and then to there, and then to there. And so if this space was anything other than the big square, it wouldn't look right and it wouldn't be symmetrical. And so we know that the big paving stone goes there, which means that this has to be a small square, and that leaves these three spaces. And as we can see, this corner is a single square, this corner is a single square, and this corner is a single square, which means that this has to be a single square as well. Now these rectangles are between the big square and the small square, which means that the final space we have to fill up is a rectangle. Now that gives us two small squares, one big square, and one rectangle. And so we're looking for the answer that has two small squares, which means that it can't be this one, or this one, which means that the answer must be C, two small squares, one large square, and one rectangle.